What is going on, everyone? We are back with another music reaction. I am Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
And together we are...
HellaDepraved.
We didn't do any reactions yesterday.
I pulled my shoulder out. Probably breathing.
Probably.
Badly. So if I'm more immobile than normal, I apologize. I am enjoying the music, I'm sure. I just am trying my hardest not to move. No.
Right, Gil will move for you. Hi, Gil.
Right.
Anyways, we're super excited for this, though. This is smashed into pieces. Good luck not moving.
I know. So we've missed two because of Spooky Month. We didn't cover this one because it didn't... I mean, it sounds amazing. Does not sound spooky. So we've got this one and one more to make up.
Valhalla! Fits with, like, everything I'm dealing with in life.
Right.
Right now. I'm playing...
God of War.
God of War Ragnarok.
Dealing with quitting smoking. I mean...
I may end up in Valhalla before this is over.
It just is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Or hell. You know. Either way.
Right.
But, yes, we do know that there's another one as well. And we will be getting to it.
Right. Alright, so we're going to check this out. This is Smashed into Pieces Valhalla. Let's get it.
They talk all the northerners. We strike fear in the hearts of man. We were born to be warriors, and we'll fight till we meet our end.
Boy!
I absolutely love that
Sorry.
they even wrote the script in the Norse style, sort of runic writing. That's amazing. It's the small details, people. And it seems like it doesn't need, we don't need Gil moving for me. We've got you. You're over here, head banging.
Yes.
Bopping out.
And we'll fight till we meet our end.
And for those of you that don't know what Valhalla is, I would hope most of you at this point do, whether it's from, you know, watching Marvel movies, fucking playing God of
video
War,
games.
I don't know, maybe paying attention in school at some point.
Right, watching Beowulf, stuff like that, yeah.
Valhalla is a place where warriors go when they die in the Norse belief system.
Yeah, sort of.
You pretty much like have to die in battle to get there.
Or childbirth, which was considered a form of warfare. So,
Right.
yeah.
So
It's a drinking hall, technically speaking. They
Right.
get to drink for the rest of their lives.
or until they're brought back. It's weird. There's a lot going on
Valkyries
there.
are involved. It's a whole thing. It's
Ragnarok.
A whole thing. Yeah, it's a thing.
I mean, there's a lot.
Honestly, that's why they go there. It's like not heaven quite, but it's a way station for when Ragnarok happens so that all the warriors are on hand and drunk to fight during...
None of it makes sense.
Oh, jeez. I'm sure it makes sense. I'm sure it makes plenty of sense in the Norse pantheon way of thinking. It does.
Right.
Because they would say the same thing about, you know, the Greek, Roman, whatever, Christian pantheons. They just, you know, make sense to the few.
Right.
Set fire to the sky like a lightning strike. Thunder crashes where we ride. Heavens are ablaze and my brothers cry. Silver hell like it's our time. Silver hell like it's our time.
I'm not gonna lie, this might be one of my favorite Smash into Pieces songs now.
So the growth in terms of his voice has always been fantastic, but the way he started really leaning into these head flips and mixing in, and I don't know how he does this. He still has the gruff, guttural edge to it, but it sounds so goddamn sweet when he head flips into the higher notes. So he's got like the best of all of it combined in one package at the same time. It's not like when he head flips, you're not hearing the little bit of a growl behind as well. It's he's doing it at the same time, and that's
I hate the
so
turn
unique.
head flip. Here's why.
I flip my hair
ADHD's
back and forth.
a motherfucker. And I immediately connect dots, and I start going, I whip my hair back and forth.
Yeah.
And I'm not even paying attention at that point because I've got it fucking
Thank
correct.
you. Right?
No, okay. And for those of you, especially in the Norse Celtic upbringings, dying in war was an honor.
There's quite a few pantheons that it was, but yeah.
But yeah, like a battle cry going into fight is for Valhalla.
Right.
Like their goal was to die on the battle. Obviously, their goal wasn't to die.
You're
but
dying
it
for
was
your
to die.
beliefs, is what it is. I mean,
Right.
even martyrs going down through the ages. That's you're dying for your beliefs.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
We live like our ancestors to make sure that we meet again. And our foes call us blasphemers as we send them to repent. Set fire to the sky like a lightning strike. Thunder crashes where we ride. Hills are ablaze and my brothers cry. To Valhalla, it's our time. To Valhalla, it's our time. They talk on the Londoners. We strike fear in the hearts of men. We were born to be warriors, and we'll fight till we meet our Fire to the sky like a lightning strike. Thunder crashes where we ride. Heavens are ablaze and my brothers cry. To Valhalla, it's our time. To Valhalla. To Valhalla, it's our time.
That growl on the end there. I got chills at that very end where he got super growly. But the whole thunder and of course the lightning strikes, very Thor, very Norse mythology. And I definitely like the people calling them blasphemers until they themselves are killed. That's warfare.
Okay.
Everybody has different beliefs and everyone believes it until the end. Which is why we can't stop war.
This is why. That has nothing to do with what you said. So here's the thing. My favorite religious pantheon is the Norse.
Right.
Because in terms of polytheistic, because let's be real, more people have died in the name of Christ than anybody else.
She's not wrong.
But war was a part of their beliefs.
Right.
Like, you think of, like, again, the Norse pantheon, and everybody's built around war. Whereas the Greeks, you always see them more as a, like, they worshipped their gods, but it was in a
Hedonistic.
proper setting, and they were all hoity-toity. And
Oh, I don't know about that. They were very hedonistic. There was a lot of wine and orgies involved.
That too.
You know, smelling gases coming from the earth when they go to the seer. I mean, like, they were just very hedonistic, I guess I would say.
But, like, they
Worked for them.
They didn't, like, have... You never hear stories of them being like, for Asgard! Like...
I mean, Ares was kind of
it would be Olympus.
Yes, I
but
mean,
they wouldn't be
also...
like, for Olympus!
Yeah, because they weren't allowed there.
Right.
I
That's
mean,
what I'm
there's a
saying.
difference.
Like, but that's the difference for me, is like, as much as I am against war as a whole, even though I do think it is necessary to some extent.
Right. I mean, like...
It makes it more of an interesting thing.
I'm not against
I
it,
don't know.
because, of course, they also had, like, goddesses that were pulled by cats and stuff like that. So that's very...
Right.
Up my alley. Personally, I kind of like the Celtic Gaelic pantheon. They had something for everybody, and they were still goddamn vicious.
Let's be real though. The Vikings and Celtic area regions just had way more interesting symbolism and symbology.
They honestly had more imagination, is what it comes down to, and there were so many different nuances within it. Like the Celtic Gaelic, like there's. Oh, are you talking about the Irish, which was obviously an island? Were you talking about the Scottish Gaelic? Were you talking about Welsh?
Right.
I mean, so that's three different complete... I mean, obviously Scotland and Wales are connected because Wales is the top part of England. But you're still talking about a vast area, different languages, different rulers at the time. There's also... the Fomorians that were the primordial gods that were there before even the Celtic gods that kicked them out war. You know, what is it good for? But I don't know, there's some fascinating things over in Asia too. Lots of dragons.
I like the Asian culture.
Lots of dragons, yeah. Native American stuff is really cool too, because
The what?
Native American.
Yeah, Native American's really cool.
They have a lot of worlds too. It's much like the Norse dividing it up on the tree of life and everything like that.
Current day American is kind of boring.
Well, it's
We
mostly Christian.
we stole the land and then took people's belief systems and painted their own thing over it.
We always do that. Look at Christmas.
Right, that's where I was going.
I mean, we as Americans did not do that. That happened predating
Yeah, but we carried it on.
colonization. Of course we carried it on. Who doesn't like to light things on fire? No, I'm sorry. You're supposed to put light bulbs on your Christmas tree now. Not actually candles and then light it on fire.
Right.
Yeah, we don't condone arson over here.
Sadly. Anyways, great song.
I really like this.
It is probably my favorite Smash in the Pieces song now.
Oh, it's definitely up there. I don't know about it being my top favorite, just because on a relatability level, I feel like some of the actually recent past ones have had a little bit more personalization for me.
This is one of the rare occasions theming is coming in strong for me.
Oh, I know.
I've what's great too is as soon as I'm done with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I'm going into Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So like,
oh, so you could put this on repeat.
Everything I'm doing right now really does feel like I'm dealing in the north, and it's not even on purpose. It just happens.
Coincidence.
Like I said, God of War Ragnarok. I played a horror game that was based around it as well.
Recently.
Yeah. It was one of my games I beat in October. I can't remember what it was called right offhand.
Right.
I know the sequel's like Absolove, but the other Unforgiving: A Northern Hymn.
Okay.
That's what it was called. So yeah, a lot of Norse stuff.
No, I thought this was really good, and it really, again, displays, just what they've gotten great at doing in terms of their talents and how to make them all mesh together, because this starts out sounding almost like it's going to be ballady, and by the end, you know,
he's actually
they're
going into
rocking
almost
out.
like a heavy metal growl for a minute.
Exactly. Which is fucking fantastic.
Which was another reason I really liked this.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like so growly that like I want to jump off a bridge, but
that you want to join them in Valhalla. No, but it's very
for Valhalla.
But it's very warrior like too, you know.
Right.
So, again, fantastic job, and can't wait until we do the next one.
Yes.
I think it's called Guillotine.
Oh!
Yeah, I know.
We didn't start there? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Because this one came before it, and oftentimes Smash Into Pieces are telling a story.
Right.
They play the long game.
Right. All right. With that being said, we love you guys. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time. Again, Smash Into Pieces, Valhalla. Fantastic. Bye!
Bye.